Good morning and a very warm welcome to the Gruyère European Curling Championships 2016. We're in the beautiful country of Scotland on the outskirts of Glasgow in Renfrewshire. This is where curling originated, with records of curling matches being played back in the early 1500s, not too far from here in Paisley Abbey. But today we are in the Braehead arena for the women's draw and the game between Sweden and Germany. And here are the teams who will be introduced by Alison Kreviasuk.
So at the lead position for Team Sweden, we have Sofia Mabergs. The second, we've got Agnes Knockenhauer. The third for Team Sweden is Sarah McManus. And the skip for Team Sweden is Anna Hasselborg. The alternate for the team being Maria Pritz. Here for Germany, we've got lead Pia-Lisa Schuell. Second, Josephine Obermann. At third, we have Annalena Jentsch. And at the skip position, we have Daniela Jentsch, and the alternate being Marika Trettin.
Yeah, thanks, Alison.
You are welcome.
So today's matchup, Sweden have been going really well, but aren't top of the table at the moment. There you see the standings. It's Scotland who lead with 3 wins. You see Germany there, 2 wins and only 1 defeat, alongside Sweden. And Italy and Norway yet to get off the mark at the bottom of the table. So there's a really key game this in the round robin. You will drop to 2-2 or go on to 3-1. So it's really important that both teams are really trying to go out there and win this game. But elsewhere, it's Czech Republic taking on Russia, Switzerland taking on Italy, Norway against Denmark, and over on sheet E, Finland taking on the hosts, Scotland.
Can definitely see all the fans on the Scottish side of the arena here. Not sure actually how many schools they announced here, but they've got quite a fan group.
Yeah, but the focus for our matchup today is between Sweden and Germany. And it will be Sweden playing the red rocks, Germany the yellow. And I do expect Sweden to have a lot of stones in play early on. The game has changed so much over the last few seasons, where teams maybe first 2 or 3 ends of the game eased themselves into the match. But now most teams just go for it right from the word go.
Yeah, definitely. I think the teams are feeling a little bit more comfortable with the ice now, getting a few more games in. Feeling a little bit more comfortable to go hard right from the start, as opposed to just having an open end.
I think that the ice conditions have improved over the years as well. Stones, the sweeping, and the general fitness of curling has been raised.
So Sofia Mabergs, 23 years old, been curling for 16 years. And this is their second year together as a team, having a pretty successful season so far. Great brush.
Yeah, finds a nice spot, but does drift to the back of the tee line. I'd like that one just top of the red circle there, the 4-foot area.
Yeah, just a little bit tight on the line, so the girls had to go. Fortunately, bringing it back a little bit too far, like you said. Pia-Lisa Schuell, 25 years old. throwing lead rocks for Germany. And they're just going to be following the team down to the back one here. But it does look like it's coming up a little bit short, maybe. Just reckon on that top yellow.
So there we see the rules of play. The round robin stages, it's a minimum of 6 ends, 38 minutes thinking time, and 1 60-second timeout. That's something again that's changed over the last couple of seasons, thinking time rather than clock time. So I think it's been a great addition, to be honest, Alison. How do you feel?
I love thinking time as opposed to the playing time. I think playing time kind of penalized the athletes that really wanted to throw an offensive game. So I think it's a fantastic addition. As you can see there, we've got the time clocks posted. Teams can look up throughout the game and manage their time clocks.
You have a lot of experience at playing at championships with time clocks. Was there someone within the team that looked after the time clock and kept an eye on it?
Yeah, absolutely. You want to make sure that you've got one person on the team that's kind of responsible for looking up and managing and just giving the team a little bit of a heads up should you become a little bit low on time, maybe throw a little bit of a faster end. But definitely good that you don't have everyone looking up there and, you know, getting a little frantic. So.
Yeah, so as we expected, there's a lot of stones in play here in the first.
Agnes Knockenhauer, the second for Team Sweden. She's got incredible leg drive. She's a real powerhouse of a player.
Yeah, so Germany still with okay set up here in the first end. We do have last stone advantage.
Looking to get a hit and roll on this one. Got the directional sweeping coming in to hopefully try and get some curl.
Yeah, it doesn't quite make the roll. It's interesting to see the weight that was played at that. We haven't seen the up weight takeout too much being played this week so far. It's certainly just enough to push it through, and you can control the stone a lot more with the down weight.
Yeah, absolutely. The rocks will run a lot straighter on you with the up weight. So it's good to bring your sweepers into it. Sarah McManus, the third for Team Sweden. Looking to get a nice little hit and flop under here. And there was the weight control that you talked about.
Yeah, great weight control, just hits and rolls in behind that centre guard. That's certainly what we've seen of Sweden over the last couple of seasons. Anna Hasselberg, the takeout play from these guys is pretty phenomenal. Some great angles there. You see it hitting and rolling in behind the red centre.
Yeah, perfect placement. Oh, what a great shot.
Yeah, rolls ever so slightly off the centre line as well with that long guard. So some good shot making here in the first end.
They're going to need to work for this one.
So did make the contact and remove the yellow, but everything's back of tee. There's no real danger stones for Germany, so they're going to elect to play the draw round.
Third for Team Germany, got Annalena Jentsch, 19 years old, sister to the skipper.
Yeah, just couldn't hold it.
Yeah, this is a big opportunity for Anna to get one in behind here too and really put a lot of pressure on Germany.
Yeah, just looking at that angle, it might actually be better hitting this one just plumb on the nose rather than making the roll, because then you're just leaving the draw open.
The draw around, yeah. Anna Hasselborg, skip of Team Sweden, 27 years old, and curling for 20 years now.
Just doesn't manage to squeeze it past the back red.
Not a terrible result though.
Dass sie kann in Runback spielen, aber wir können ja jetzt eh nicht alles nehmen, deswegen. Beim Einspielen hat es relativ stark gecurlt, deswegen würde ich sagen, das ist gut. Ja, das ist gut. Ja.
So just looking at the ice they're taking when they're using the broom to aim at. Looking at that, they're probably not going to be playing a lot of weight at this. They're looking to control it with the down weight. Maybe sort of back ring hack, just to push the red through and roll in behind the yellow-red guard.
Smart move. Daniela Jentsch, 34 years old, curling for 29 years. Skip of Team Germany.
Yeah, so makes contact with the red, but doesn't get underneath the guard, so this is going to be wide open.
Yeah, I think just hitting and flopping over a little bit to try and choke off her draw path, forcing her to throw quite wide to get to the 8-foot there.
Okay.
Yeah, I think Daniela will already be mentally preparing herself for playing the draw.
Be a good time for the sweepers to start discussing what they think draw weight is going to be out on the sides as well. Of course, the teams do get a practice before the game begins, so they have a general idea on how it's going to run for them.
Finds a nice spot in behind, but shouldn't be too much of a difficulty for Germany to come down and draw for the single point. But it's at first end, might catch them a little cold. Don't have your draw weight in your back pocket. You might just struggle here, so it's a big shot.
It's the time you start questioning yourself right in the beginning, right? But nonetheless, a really good force for Team Sweden. Last stone here in the first end. Looking for a draw for one. This looks pretty good. Just cleaning it in. Skipper maybe a little bit nervous.
Yeah, it was a steady hand there that played that shot. So Germany, after the first end, lead 1-0. Into the second end, Sweden trailing Germany 1-0 here at the Gruyère European Curling Championship from the Braehead Arena. So a slightly different tactic Germany are using now. They're electing to play the game in the house. Why would you expect them to play the game in the house here, Alison?
Well, I think they know that Anna's going to throw a corner guard here, so throwing their first one in the forefoot, and what we'll probably see is them throwing a guard on their next one. Some teams tend to do the other way around, but most teams you'll find will do throwing it in first.
Yeah, so it's really key for the front end players. I expect to have them the stone positions, absolutely spot on.
Yeah, the leads really are the ones setting up the end, and they make or break it. If the rocks aren't set up the way that they're supposed to, kind of kills the rest of the end.
I think some people might not appreciate how talented sort of lead the front end players are. A lot of people think about the skip, as the only player in the team, but it is key that the other players get recognition for what they do.
You're absolutely right. Skips get all the glory, but telling you, without the rest of your players, you're not going very far. Ooh. That was the weight that they were looking for, but
so Alison, Danielle is electing to peel the corner. Would you expect to see that at this stage of the game?
Not really. I wouldn't have guessed that based on the first two shots here, but I guess keeping the game close and looking to get their corner guard away.
Yeah, interesting tactic.
So Anna just telling Agnes here that the tolerance on this shot would be to roll away. Obviously not wanting to leave a center guard on this one.
Yeah, so mixed appeal, but still didn't play it at a lot of weight. Just trying to control the shooting stone.
I think it might have been actually a little bit more than she wanted to throw, a little bit more weight. So I think they were just telling her that the weight was up a little bit. But again, good tolerance on that one.
Yeah, so expect that one just drifted a little bit too far. We would have liked that maybe a couple of feet shorter. Get a bit of separation between the stones. Make the double a lot harder.
Yeah, they've grouped these ones quite close together, so I think you'll see a pretty routine double. Just throwing in this path as well, so she should know the line quite well. Great shot.
Yeah, makes both yellow stones go away. And rolled the shooter as well, so completely clean now.
It's looking like a blank end here.
Yeah, I think this is what we might see from Germany when they don't have last stone. They're probably going to make it really, really hard for Sweden to get anything going. So elsewhere, into the second end, Czech Republic and Russia all tied. So are Switzerland, Italy, Norway and Denmark. Scotland leading Finland 1-0.
Close games all across. Here we've got the girls' coach for the week, Ingemar, who's working with the girls as their team dynamics coach. They've been working with him for their second year together, so it's been helping the girls a lot. Their alternate for the week being Maria Pritz. Here for the coach for Team Germany, we've got Thomas Lips.
So in terms of coaches, Alison, what type of coach did you guys used to have when you were playing competitively?
Well, lucky for us, we had the same, well, pretty much the same coach from when we were the ages of 12 years old. So Earl Morris, he stuck with us through thick and thin, and we were really, really lucky to have him. He was a all-around coach for us. He's extremely smart when it comes to tactical. He's fantastic with technical, so he was just an all-around fantastic fit for us. You'll see a few teams make switches to the coaches lineup to best suit what the team is really hoping to achieve.
Yeah, a lot of the coaches are national coaches now, rather than someone going out there and recruiting their own coach. So a coach sometimes is sort of imposed on the team rather as a team's choice. So it can work and it can't work. So
yeah, you've got to make sure the chemistry is there.
So not too much going on in this second end, keeping it pretty clean and tidy. So we're going to take a look over on sheet A, Czech Republic taking on Russia. And there you see Kubiskova for Czech Republic, looking to try and draw one down into the house to score 2 in this second end. And this one looks pretty perfect. And they take the lead 2-0 over Russia after 2 ends. So we are back with the feature game between Sweden and Germany, and it's the final stone of the second end. See Anna Hasselberg probably lift the weight a little bit with this one, throw the heat. Just try and hit and run. Try and retain last stone advantage into the third end. This one looks pretty good. Hits and runs and blanks the second. Great shot from Anna. So the score after 2 ends, Germany 1, Sweden 0.
Just a few short years ago, Las Vegas first emerged on the world's curling radar. Today, it's the world's curling hotbed, with 2 Continental Cups already in the attendance record books, a third one ready to rock this coming January, and the biggest one of all, the World Men's Championship, coming in 2018. For complete details, visit LasVegasCurling.rocks.
You gotta be there. Las Vegas rocks.
So back with the action in the third end. Germany versus Sweden. I'm Kenny Edwards, and I'm joined by Alison Krevesuk.
I think they were looking to do the same there and throw that top 4, just coming up a little bit short, but still gives them their center guard, which they probably would have thrown on their second rock anyway, so we'll see them probably come around this guard on their next one. Just trying to bring that one as close as possible. The ice is curling quite a decent amount, so you want to try and make sure that the guards aren't left too high to make them easily accessible.
So we're going to take a look at Sheet E, Finland up against Scotland, and Scotland sitting 3 in the forefoot. And Malmi trying to play the hit and roll off the outside winger, hits it right down into the button, and a great shot, but still loses a steal of 1.
I think that might have been the best she could do.
Yeah, that's a great shot.
High fives all around there.
So Alison, do you want to talk us through why they're measuring this one?
Yeah, so right now we're still in the free guard zone, so we need to make sure that this rock is in fact in the rings in order for our for Team Sweden to be able to hit this rock. And I believe yep, so it is out of the rings. So being in the free guard zone, Sweden won't be able to hit this stone. And they'll be looking at coming around their corner guard instead. Probably would have seen them try and throw a soft weight hit and roll on that top one behind their corner guard.
Yeah, so Norway taking on Denmark. And they are trying to score here in the second end. And this one looks pretty high for line at the moment. Lena Nielsen had an opportunity to score 3. It sticks that one to the back ring. So missed opportunity here in the second end. But they now lead 2-0.
Yeah, she looks a little bit frustrated on that one.
Yeah, they're the sort of routine shots you'd expect to see skips make.
She was a little bit wider, so perhaps just overthought it a little bit, thought maybe she had to add a little bit more weight and just added a little bit too much. So now we've got Team Sweden going after that top stone that they were looking at before. They measured, they're looking at throwing board on this. Just trying to get a hit and roll, but it does look like it's a little wide. Ooh, tough result.
Yeah, they jumped in it early, just didn't give it a chance. Sweden could have maybe just hit a hit and check to the left ever so slightly. They would have been in a great spot. But now the advantage is kind of swung to Germany now. If they could ever get round that centre guard right into the top of the forefoot first.
Yeah, I think throwing board at that, some of the other sheets around the center line, it was really taking off. So maybe being a little bit uncertain whether or not it was going to really jump the line and curl a lot. So keeping the up weight at it and just really didn't come up enough for them.
Yeah, just threw that one a little deep. And a relatively straightforward double there.
Agnes asking Anna if peel weight was okay.
Not taking a lot of ice at all.
Like I said, she's got quite the weight on her, so I don't think these ones are going to move very much, and they've got a pretty positive release. Oh, lucky to get that clip on the back one. Oof, just kisses that top guard.
Yeah, that guard really wasn't in play.
So as you can see there, we've got a little bit of the outward motion. It's hard to see the line there, but perhaps slid a little bit tight and tried to get it back out to the brush. But ooh, tough result. Leaving that center guard as well.
So still a great chance for Germany to get round. But catalogue of errors here.
Yeah, a bit of a overcorrection there.
Yeah, you might be able to play the run through on this. Peel both the yellows and run the shooter down, but just not, maybe the angle isn't quite there.
So I think we're just looking for a straight peel here. Just get rid of that center guard. That's the most dangerous one here right now.
Yeah, looking maybe to try and pick the corner yellow also. Didn't quite make it though.
Get the bonus.
So Germany have really been forced to go after that red. It's not where they want the play to be though, is it, Alison?
No, absolutely not. They would have loved to stick to the center. Had they been able to get one around on their last shot, they would have been putting Sweden under quite a lot of pressure. Oh, working for it. Oof, just gets it by.
I think he might have actually caught the guard. Squared it up a little.
Mm.
Here you see it once more. Does just miss it.
Just. Great shot. Really, really great.
Good shot, but would have maybe liked that to roll even a foot more or a foot less.
Yeah, kind of caught right in between.
I think Germany should be able to see most of this stone, at least half of the stone. They haven't taken a lot of ice, so you've got to expect they're playing quite a heavy weight with this one. So we're going to take a look at the game between Switzerland and Italy, and a lot of stones in play. Looks like Switzerland sitting one, maybe have a run back to pick up 2 or 3. Bina Felcher. Trying to catch an edge of the red. Looks as if they've maybe thrown this one a little high. Just picks the back one. And it'll be a single point in the third end. Germany did make the hit and roll, remove the red. So I'm just going to see Anna play the freeze on these yellows on the back of the forefoot. Probably just look to sit to the right hand side of that centre yellow.
Yeah, try and weld one in here and get a skip's deuce out of it.
Threw that one quite square though, Alison. Don't expect this one to move much at all.
Girls saying it's back 8 weight.
Nearly caught the corner guard. So they had to call it early to try and get on the high one. Just could see from a release, she just threw it up, like say, up the hill, squared it. It didn't curl at all.
Mixed with the little bit of up weight as well.
So a great opportunity now for Germany to force Sweden to score 1. Just looking for a hit and roll to the face of the other yellow. Makes it on the nose, but there's no real pressure here. So will Anna play the hit, or will she play the draw?
She will play the hit. I just saw Daniela's go down the same path, so they'll have a good understanding on how this is going to move, and throw a nice weight at it, stick it on the nose for 1.
So final stone of the third end, Anna Hasselberg just looking for a nose hit, playing against 4. This one's sitting high at the moment. It does enough though. And that'll tie the game at 1 after 3 ends. So quite a few mistakes in that end.
Managed to squeak a point out of it though.
Wenn dann von außen, weil sie immer ein bisschen Föhn hat. Das sind einfach tendenziell von außen rangehen. Ausweichschreilinie. Genau. Ja. Muss man da eine Chance haben.
War gut so.
Perfekt.
Hey, dass du gegen 4 was tun musst, das schafft
Eben,
man.
deswegen
Ja,
noch gut
dann
genug.
also. Jetzt haben wir einen Hammer.
Jetzt haben wir einen Hammer, jetzt probieren wir das.
fourth end. Sofia Marbergs gets us underway, throwing red rocks for Sweden. Just looking for this one short of the house. And you see it all tied at 1 each. So Germany elected to come around the centre this time rather than throw the corner. Change the tactic maybe. Didn't quite make it though.
A little bit short. I think throwing the corner on that would have been good. Try and get a deuce here in 4 would be pretty fantastic. Well, yeah. Just trying to find my words.
Yeah, so do you think the European style of play is a lot different from the Canadian?
It's hard to say. I don't think so. I think we're seeing pretty similar here. Obviously, it's my first European Championships that I've witnessed. Canada not being a part of it, obviously. It's been pretty exciting so far, being able to have a competition with both the men and the women here at the same time. Makes for a very exciting event.
Agnes Knockenhart, 73% for the tournament. I think she would have been looking for that to be a little bit higher.
Yeah, the girls, they've had a few rough games so far. They've been playing well, and then they'll have a few ends where things aren't looking so good. So it's been a little bit an up and down. But by the end of the last game, they really started to find their momentum. Josephine Oberman, 83% for the tournament. Still early in the competition, though. Being only the fourth game that the girls have played so far. I think it's pretty safe to say that the ice has been fairly consistent, though, right from the start.
Yeah, we've not seen too many pickups or any severe fallbacks or big pulls anywhere on the ice. So it's been pretty consistent.
Great brush. Try.
So over on sheet A, Russia taking on Czech Republic. You see Czech Republic sitting 3 shots, and Victoria Moussaeva having to play a draw. How's the weight looking for on this one? Sweepers going at it. Looks pretty good though. Have they got it past the top one? They have. and the second, rolls down into the button for the single point. Big shot there early on in the game. So they now trail Czech Republic 2-1 after 3 ends.
What a fantastic draw. Sarah McManus, 80% so far in the competition. The girls just mentioning that the line on that was really good. Just a few extra feet, bringing it a little bit too far back. Annalena Jensch, 78% so far here in the competition.
This one's looking a little bit heavy.
Just doesn't seem to come up enough if you add that extra couple feet.
Over on sheet E, Scotland, the hosts, taking on Finland, but look to be in all sorts of trouble here in the third end. It is Anne Malmi for Finland, looking just to draw the paint for what looked like maybe 3 points. And this one drops right on the money, and they now take the lead in a bit of an upset over there in sheet E. 3-2 in Finland's favour. Rather an unsteady delivery there. Just looking to drive this guard straight up. Doesn't manage to do it.
Yeah, Skip knowing that we've missed the run back, so let it overcurl a little bit more and at least we can run the guard off, open it up.
Jag är inte lika övertygad. Nej. Vi tänkte gard.
So they're considering throwing the guard?
Spontant gard, så länge vi gardar vänster. Så tänkte vi. Det var min första. Jag bara, det är inte skitkul om man gör något så här.
Men vill du komma lite närmare om
jag menar, då kanske jag måste dutta och då hänger 3, alltså... Fast det är, alltså hon skjuter garden, eller vad? Nej, att hon går ner och typ duttar, gör den bara. Ja. Skulle hon ligga här och hjälper till att ligga där? Jag på då, om jag tänker hon kommer, oavsett vad, hon kommer ju skjuta.
Vi kan ju ligga lite närmare om du vill.
Hon kommer ju skjuta om du lägger där.
So the girls think they motion for a timeout.
Nej, antingen tight guard eller inte in. Det finns en potentiell trippel också om man lägger in den. Jag tänkte spontant. Ja, så jo, men alltså, hon kommer kunna tappa den med fart hit.
Om vi ligger här, Anna.
Ja, så tror jag hon kan tappa den med
So alternate and coach Maria Pritz making her way to the ice.
Gard eller take? Gillar du garden? Jag är lite orolig för liksom den här tappen. Alltså att hon bara kommer med dragfart.
European champion.
För då måste jag frysa på insida.
Då lär hon ju gå på en take i så fall.
Det kvar lite så mycket så att hon kan tappa i alla fall.
Nej,
det kvar inte jättemycket i och för sig.
Nej, alltså säkra upp den här sidan, alltså säkert den här sidan med helgen liksom.
Ja.
Och det är helt okej att haka upp den lite i så fall.
Ja, precis.
Det är ett jättelätt och fint skål.
Alltså den här kommer ju vara öppen oavsett.
Optimal gard här.
Den kommer vara öppen också.
Yes, ja.
Tycker jag.
Här då.
Jag gillar garden, Anna.
Yes, när alla andra gillade garden så. Yes.
Kommer hon åt den, då borde du ha chans att göra någonting alternativt.
Yes.
Exakt.
Det är bra.
Oh, my Swedish isn't totally up to snuff yet. I'm getting there, but it sounded like everyone else liked the guard except Anna. Anna was looking at throwing the tap, but they've settled on throwing the guard here, and they said that that way the back stone is going to be open for later on to hit it on her next one should they need to. Anna's at 85% so far here in the competition.
Yeah, opportunity to apply a bit of pressure here to Germany. I think they'll want this one pretty tight to the house.
Girls saying that it's right now it's about top 12 weight. So they're going to try and bring it. Try and get the line.
It's okay there. Maybe a couple of feet too far, but triple I don't think is there. It's fairly hard. You should be able to make it looking at the angles there. Just left-hand side of the red. Drive it back onto the one in the button and take it across the face of the one at the back. It's just high side of the nose.
Zur Not, weißt du, wenn es jetzt blöd läuft und wir verlieren den gelben, dann räumen wir aber wenigstens weg, dann ist wenigstens offener. Aber Nase wäre jetzt schon gut. Aber schon mit Peel.
I think Anna Hasselberg would have a go at this if she had the opportunity.
I would assume that too. I think it would be a pretty quick decision to just look at the angle and then go down.
So Daniela Jentsch trying to play the triple, 82% so far.
Looking to move some granite now.
Here comes the German bomb, and has it moved them, sticks it on the nose. Just underswept it.
So now this is what Anna was saying before about having that back one open, and now she's kind of rolled her, Daniela's rolled her shooter over a little bit, so it is blocking that back one.
Yeah, I think Anna's maybe trying to think about talking about moving the red back onto the yellow. Is she going to run the double? Looking at the ice, it looks as if she's trying to run the double here.
Den är ju för sned för att spela clearing. Det är ju bara 9 nästan. Vad tycker du?
I'm not sure I fully agree with this call.
No, right now they're trying to discuss which weight to throw at it. Looking at throwing at 8 seconds, hog to hog.
So really, even if they peel the back yellow, they're going to force one. What they could do is stick this yellow right back onto the other yellow and leave a nose hit for 2.
Risk reward.
Yeah.
Last stone for Anna Hasselborg here in the fourth end.
And that's what she's done. She's stuck it right back, but she's got fortunate and rolled a guard on the centre.
I'd agree with you on your word fortunate there.
Yeah, I think the draw is the call here, just to come down and rest against the yellow. You'd pick up your single point.
Yeah, you don't really have any other option, do you? Got maybe an in off on the side there, but not a heck of a lot else for a shot for two. Can't nose that top one.
No, you probably play the in off to win a game.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Maybe not in the fourth end, where taking 1 point here is pretty crucial. So last stone here in the fourth end. Daniela Jentsch looking for her single point. (14-9). Oh, and it's just not going to cut it. It's going to be a steal of one for Team Sweden.
Yeah, so after 4 ends, Sweden 2, Germany 1.
Just a few short years ago, Las Vegas first emerged on the world's curling radar. Today, it's the world's curling hotbed, with 2 Continental Cups already in the attendance record books, a third one ready to rock this coming January, and the biggest one of all, the World Men's Championship, coming in 2018. For complete details, visit LasVegasCurling.rocks.
You gotta be there. Las Vegas rocks.
Fifth end. Sweden once again getting us underway. They lead 2-1. So I think it's really important for Germany to either blank this end or at least score to maybe settle themselves back down.
They definitely cannot give up any more steals. That is not a very good result there, leaving 2 staggered guards up at the front.
We're going to take a look at sheet 8. Czech Republic up against Russia. Czech Republic leading 2-1. Kubiskova really does throw a nice stone, looking to try and extend the lead. Comes down and picks up the single, and now we lead 3-1. Just trying to move things around.
Smart call.
You get some good separation between the yellows.
Two biters, but might come in play a little bit later on. You never know. Anna's not looking to play around here, so play it relatively cautious this end.
So over on sheet E, Finland leading Scotland in somewhat of a surprise and possibly an upset. But Scotland, who are sitting 3, and Eve Muirhead with a chance to score 4. And Lauren Gray and Vicky Adams, the sweepers, looking pretty happy. Just cleaning this one all the way down. And it was a score of 4. So 6-3. Now Scotland lead. So possibly the upset that people thought might happen.
Yeah, the crowd was definitely excited about that one.
Yeah, so not surprised that they're pulling this back yellow out.
We're looking to sit 2 there, but fortunately just couldn't hold it, rolls out of the rings. So it's looking to be like another simple end here.
Yeah, so just a hit and roll in behind the centre. That's what's been asked for. So over on sheet C, Una Felcher of Switzerland with last stone. Just trying to draw round to pick up 2. And has this one drifted too far? It hasn't. Needed to use the backing. A little surprised at the ice they took there. Look at the whole house to aim at.
Guess we haven't been watching that game, but maybe a little bit of uncertainty towards the center. Hard to say. Maybe not overly comfortable with draw weight, so having that backing, a little bit of a comfort.
He certainly used it.
Back on our sheet, we see Sarah McManus making a nice come around.
It does make contact with the second red, but is it going to go out? Just does enough.
Just wicks it, but stones are so lively that they seem to go out with ease.
Die waren jetzt beide ein bisschen besser von der Linie, oder? Ja. Der erste war neiglich komplett, aber den habe ich nicht gehört, aber lang.
Lite mera igen. Jag tror att ni kommer med här ute, tjejer. Bara kvar! 4! Kom med! 84! Ja! Linje!
So electing to go around the high side of this guard.
Gonna go hard for line. And wait.
Great scrub by the guys. It does get fully in behind.
Yeah, just over curling a little bit there. So as soon as they got by the guard, just brooms up a little bit to make sure that you weren't going to over curl it by almost a full rock. I think we got half a rock open. Really does warp in. And Alina looking to get the same result. But, just a hair tight on that one. Does roll off the shooter to open it up, but it's going to give Anna an opportunity to be the first one to get one around here. So much for the simple end that I had said a couple shots ago.
Yeah, they've got to be careful here though. They don't want to catch a piece of the yellow top of the house. So probably looking for about 14.5 seconds. Mm, 14.2, so not too far away.
Weight looks pretty good. Just hanging a little bit with the line, so.
Yeah, it didn't really finish too much. I wonder if it's just the way Anna throws the rock. Just doesn't tend to get as much swing as the rest of the team.
She did manage to get about half a rock buried here, but it is behind the tee line, so this does give Germany some options.
Aber der wäre schon nicht schlecht. Ja. Oder? Okay, mach mal den. So. Also ich glaube, ich brauche ein bisschen mehr Eis als sie. Ja, aber es wird nicht so raus. Aber an dem kommen wir doch locker vorbei. Das wäre ja das Takeout-Eis. Ja. Also da kommen wir auf jeden Fall vorbei. Ja, das passt.
So looking to throw the freeze here, and it's very important that she gets shot on this one. Should they over curl it or come up a little bit short, it's going to be hard for Germany to score.
Yeah, you've got to make sure you're right back on this one. Even if you knock the red back a foot or so, makes your scoring area a little bit bigger. Line looking pretty nice at the moment. See the difference in line from Anna's to Daniela's stone here. This one beginning to cut across the centre line now. Well played. Two completely different lines, though.
Mm.
I think we know what Anna's going to do with this one, though.
Clearing. Slå, typ nästan köp, clearing. Vill du ha ännu mindre? Jag gillar det där.
So the girls just saying that they're going to be throwing peel weight at this. And I said pretty much nose. So they'll be killing the back red as well. But there's no need to have that one sticking around.
Yeah, it's more of a help for Germany than Sweden.
Just make it go away. Checking with Sarah, make sure, double check that she liked the ice as well.
Really focused, Anna Hasselberg. Nice shot.
Perfect. All smiles there. It's always tricky when you're the sweeper and you've got two people saying completely opposite things. You need to have it laid out so you know exactly who you're listening to. Otherwise, it can get pretty confusing.
I think you always favour the skip, would you not?
I think normally you should try and favor the person that's in the house. But sometimes it ends up being whoever's yelling the loudest. Last stone here in the fifth end. Daniela Jentsch looking to take her single.
They need to go hard on this one. They need to go really hard. And they've got it past. Great scrub.
Thank you, sweepers, on that one.
Yeah, so that game all tied at 2 now after 5 ends. So they're going to go in the break, all tied. Both teams with a lot to play for. First end, and Sweden sitting 3. Daniela Jentsch having to draw the 8-foot with her last rock for a single point. Drop this one right on the button for the single point and the lead in the game. Third end, this time Anna Hasselberg playing against a number of German stones. Lays the downweight takeout for the single to tie the game. And here the fourth end. Sweden sitting 1 in behind the centre guard. Daniela Jentsch tried to outdraw it, but this one just a little bit light and over curled. And it was a steal for Sweden. So after 5, it's Sweden 2, Germany 2. Over in sheet A, Czech Republic taking on Russia. Fifth end. And Victoria Musayeva facing 2 Czech Republic counters. But the red stone is wide open. And has this one done enough? Sweepers just holding it straight to pick up the single. So they now trail 3-2 against the Czech Republic. Elsewhere though, Sheet C, Switzerland leading Italy 3-1. Denmark really stretching the legs now, 6-2 ahead of Norway in Sheet D. And Scotland leading Finland 6-4 on Sheet E.
Annars skadar jag alla. Det var ju lite märkligt slag att jag på min sista sten här i fjärde.
Welk program?
Machen wir jetzt noch.
Program. Jetzt 16, das wird noch mal ungefähr genau gleich laufen wie jetzt die ungeradene. So, versuchen wir, dass Sie vielleicht nur einen machen. Sollten Sie zwei machen, das wären wir. 7. versuchen wir auf 0 zu gehen. Jetzt gehen wir in den Plan rein, die 8. Wir sind völlig gelassen. Aber vielleicht können wir so zwingen, dass wir einen nur einen machen. Und dann nochmals 0, dass wir einfach 8%, dass wir da...
Dann jetzt vorne 4 Grad.
Ja.
Das hilft mir die Zone im Griff.
Ja.
Einfach vorne zu lang.
Ja.
Einfach schauen, eben tendenziell ein bisschen länger, ein bisschen kürzer, dann passt das mit dem
Bisschen
Laufen zusammen.
enger, ein bisschen weniger weit. Ja. Einfach jetzt wirklich konzentrieren, wir haben doch genug Zeit.
So here are the percentages for both teams. Sweden playing 86, Germany 66. It's a big difference, but the game is all tied at 2. Germany really struggling with draw weight. So we are in the 6th end of the game between Sweden and Germany here at the European Championship. Pia-Lisa Shuri. The lead for Germany. I think was asked for it just to the top of the forefoot.
Sofia Mabergs, lead for Team Sweden. Having a pretty good game so far. Just looking to throw a corner guard. Got Hammer here in the 6th end. Taking 2 points would be fantastic.
So what do you think both coaches would have said to their teams here at the 5th end break, Alison?
Well, it's hard to say, but I think that just to hang tough. It's a tight game so far, and I think it's going to take a lot of patience and just try and take it one shot at a time.
It's a good setup play though from Germany. Yeah, you've just seen there the release of Sofia Mabergs. Tends to just throw it up the hill.
It's pretty common with the entire team though, so I think that in retrospect it kind of works out as long as everyone's throwing it consistently. At least then, you know, the skip knows exactly where it's going to end up and how they're going to throw it each and every time. But obviously, like you said, sometimes it can come back to bite you if you've got an overly positive release and perhaps just not catching the curl that your opponents are getting.
So is that something that you think is coached back in Sweden, or is it just that individual team?
I think most teams try and get the same throwing abilities so that, you know, the skip's job is easier, makes it a lot more readable for them. I think that's every skip's dream, to have everyone slide the same. Obviously, it's an ideal world, and it's rarely going to happen, but...
yeah, skips probably want to play all 8 stones rather than...
Yeah. I think coming into it, I think Sarah had a bit of a different slide than the rest of the girls, so they made some tweaks. In different areas of Sweden, they've got different characteristics to their slide, kind of similar to how in Canada they've got the tuck. Yep. That's very specific to Manitoba. So they too have their own little area quirks.
Yeah.
Great brushing.
Yeah, so just going to call the freeze rather than the takeout. I like this call. Oh,
perfect.
Absolutely sticks it right on top of it.
What a great shot. Couldn't have put it any better.
Thanks.
So Agnes Knockenhart just been asked to play a similar shot, maybe just a little bit more weight. How's this one looking for line?
This does not look like it's going to come up. At least they released the back one, but still leaving it behind that center guard.
Yeah, gonna try and get round that once again.
Sweden's going to have to do some damage control.
I think I just moved it a little bit.
Yeah, it's nothing.
So this is where Germany have been a little weak on their draw shots. They could just sharpen it up a little. They will apply a bit of pressure to Sweden.
And Alina Jentsch at 76% in competition.
This one looking really nice for weight and line. Just I can't afford to lose it. I think they lost that in the sweeping.
Missed opportunity there.
Yeah, maybe just sat down pretty quick, that one.
I don't think I've seen very much fudge in the ends, but have you seen anything?
I haven't seen too much at all. Most of the guys now are so switched on. There'll be at least one of the sweepers will be keeping things clean. Keep the stone moving.
Gör det någonting om de sitter 2 bakom 10 då? Det blir inte bakom 10. Kan vi inte spela den ganska tajt? Kan vi inte spela den att vi försöker få den så att den här går rätt rakt? Och så ligger de 2 bakom 10. Ja, du menar spela den inte utan spela den så för att sätta den där? Ja, exakt. Ja. Yes. Jag tror att vi måste göra den. Ja. Jag gillar inte att sitta kvar. Nej, okay. Yes. Och det går rakt här, va? Ja.
I think we're just going to try and drive the guards off. So Sarah McManus, third player for Sweden, herself a fairly established skip back in Sweden and around the tour events in Europe, electing to move over and step down and play for Anna.
I think it's been a fantastic switch for her. This game throwing 93%. And see if she can squeak it out. It does open it up, but
well, not really liking this situation. And over on sheet C, Switzerland, Italy. Italy looking to try and tighten the game up. And they make the nose hit. It looks like they've only scored one. Bounced the red back in the way. So they now trail Switzerland 3-2. So not a great spot for Sweden here in this sixth end.
So they've elected to throw board at this, and she said that if you're a little bit tight and wick the guard, that's much better than throwing a little bit less weight and still kind of leaving the 2 out front, should you be a little bit tight. And that's exactly what she's done there.
Sheet A, Czech Republic against Russia. Russia sitting 2. And Anna Kubiskova just trying to play the takeout, nose hit. And absolutely perfect. And will lead 4-2 after 6 end.
Daniela Jentsch, 75% so far this game. Just looking to replace the guard.
Maybe just overcurled ever so slightly.
Still does tend to go quite straight here with a little bit up weight, so she'll have to be quite close to the guard, but
they've actually covered the correct side as well.
Yeah.
Eller?
Ja.
Vad gillar du?
Ja.
Tjockt eller tunt? Saira. Samma som Sara.
Ja.
Samma som Sara.
11,6 stjärnor står bra.
So Anna Hasselberg, 85% for the tournament and 85% in this game. So playing where she has been all week. This one looks as if it's got quite a bit of running on it. Pushes it through. Does sit shot at the back of the 8-foot. So sheet A, and Scotland beginning now to stretch their legs. Final stone for Eve Muirhead. They lead 6-4, and they look to be drawing for a third. And this one just being cleaned by Vicky Adams. And 3 is on the board, and they now lead 9-4.
And the crowd goes wild.
Yeah, some great support for the host nation. So Daniela looking to try and freeze this bat red. And just sits out. And that looks like it's going to be a nose hit for 2. So from nothing, really, Germany could be giving up the deuce here.
Yeah, that turned around quite quickly.
Super nervig.
They were putting quite a lot of pressure on Team Sweden. Last stone here in the 6th end. Team Sweden looking to get a deuce here.
Is it going to hang around? Just does enough. So 2 points on the board for Anna Hasselberg and Sweden. They extend their lead 4-2 over Germany.
Var det som inbresladd eller?
Härligt.
Dålig ballong.
Just a few short years ago, Las Vegas first emerged on the world's curling radar. Today, it's the world's curling hotbed, with 2 Continental Cups already in the attendance record books, a 3rd one ready to rock this coming January, and the biggest one of all, the World Men's Championship, coming in 2018. For complete details, visit LasVegasCurling.rocks.
You gotta be there. Las Vegas rocks.
So Sweden leading 4-2 here at the Gruyère European Curling Championships 2016. I'm Kenny Edwards and I'm joined by Alison Kreva-Sjuk. So one slight error from Germany has allowed Sweden to take a 2-point advantage. So what do Germany really need to do now, Alison, to get themselves back in this game?
They they're going to need to. They're going to need to rally.
This is a
I'm I'm a little surprised at this.
maybe looking to blank 7, take 2 and 8, force 1 and 9, take 2 and 10.
Yeah, I mean, it's obviously it's great to have hammer in the even ends, but you know, you're in the 7th now, and time is becoming a factor. I don't think I would have been opposed to throwing a corner and trying for my deuce here.
Yeah, even if you force 1 and 8, you know, you can blank 9. So
you're really putting everything into next end, putting a lot of pressure into making sure that you get your deuce. And we could see the time clocks there.
yeah, should have plenty of time for both sides. Yeah, so not many stones in play, so not really much happening here in this 7th. Pretty shocked that the didn't even make a play. So Denmark, Norway on sheet D. 6th end, Denmark leading Norway 6-4. And Madeleine Dupont in at skip. Lena Nielsen taken to the bench. And after a 6-0 lead, Norway find themselves clawing Denmark back, and the score now 6-5.
They had a pretty solid start, and they're just slowly, Norway is inching their way back into this game.
Yeah, so again, just only the single stone in play here in 7. Sort of going through the motions here.
Like, Sweden is more than happy to just keep hitting up and down the sheet.
Wenn du dann so dranhängst, wie so ein nasser Sack und dann auf einmal so...
Sarah McManus just going to look for the nose hit on this red Yellowstone on the centre line.
Well, this end will definitely bank up some time for them as well. Take no time at all to play through this one.
Yeah, just a little shocked that they didn't have a go here in 7. So sheet C, Switzerland against Italy. Switzerland facing 1, trying the run back, possibly score 2. So Bina Felcher just looking for just the high side of nose, but was all over the inside of this one. Sweepers are going to have to go coast to coast. And does enough for what looks like the single point.
They might do a measure. Yeah.
Yeah, I think they're going to measure that one. But that one from Bina Felcher was tight all the way. Never really got to the high side. Cannot leave this one short. And they have. So Sweden will be right around this and possibly force it, even if they'd thrown that one right through the back.
Yeah, that was a big miss. Huge opportunity for Sweden to force and really make this come out of absolutely nowhere. This was the one thing that they were playing against the whole end. They didn't want a single, and it looks like they might be forced to that.
Yeah, so opportunity for Anna Hasselberg to swing around. Don't think she can quite believe her luck.
Girls saying top 4 weight.
Yeah, trying to get it deep to get it in behind the corner.
Don't think she's managed to bury anything, but so we see the score going up on sheet C between Switzerland and Italy. And indeed, it was 1 for Switzerland. So Switzerland will go up 4-2 over Italy. Last stone here in the 7th. Looking for the blank. And she'll do just that. She got a little lucky there.
Yeah, she did. Throwing up the guard with her first stone. Gets out of jail though. But Germany still trail by 2 as they head into the 8th end. Back underway in the 8th end of the Gruyère European Curling Championship, the game between Sweden and Germany. And it's Sweden leading 4-2. So this time Sweden throwing the one into the house. And now Germany doing the right thing and calling the corner guard.
There we go. Going hard for the deuce now.
Yeah, so that corner guard a little longer as they would have liked.
Yeah, as we were saying earlier, getting it tight to the rings is curling a good amount, and need to make sure that it's not going to be accessible for your opponents.
Is this one going to stop short? Not quite. So Germany are able to play the takeout, play the 4 rock rule here, and the Europeans. You think you've experienced the 5 rock rule? Have you played it a couple of times?
Actually, you know what? Just briefly, and it was when I was sparring with Sigvardsson at the Players a couple years ago, because the 5 rock rule actually came in just the year after I stepped back. They had the men playing the 5 rock rule, but they waited 1 year until they introduced it to the women. So I don't have a ton of experience there, but it's a lot of fun to watch.
Do you think it'll be something that will come to the game in a few years? Or?
I think so.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think so. I think it really adds another dimension, and really anything is possible.
Okay.
You know, a 3 is not out of the picture. Sometimes 4. What about you? Are you a fan?
I'm definitely a fan. I think it prolongs the game. You make a mistake early, you can still get back into the game. If you play in the 4 rock rule, the skill of player nowadays, you should be able to make a run for home. But Team Scotland are making a run for home as they defeat Finland 10-4 after only 7 ends. So a rocky start for the young Scots, but they managed to turn it around. So didn't quite make the double, just a single. As we take a look at the comparison at second, Agnes Knockenauer 79 on hits, Oberman 81. Both players struggling with draw. Knockenauer down at 50 and Oberman 67.
I wonder why that is. Like I said, it does look pretty similar to what we've seen in the other draws, but of course, I'm not at ice level, so I'm not the one experiencing it hands-on.
So over on sheet A, the game between Czech Republic and Russia. Victoria Moiseyeva with a chance to tie the game. Bit of a surprise package, this young Russian side at the Europeans. So used to seeing Anna and our wonderful team at the Europeans. But Musayeva makes a perfect draw in off the red.
Молодцы, девчонки, отличный свип. Я тут всецело на вас полагаюсь. Молодцы, вовремя взяли.
So that game tied at 4 after 7 ends. So Germany now going to try and force things, go around the corner. That corner is just a little bit too long, I think, Alison.
I think I'd almost be tempted to go around that red one on the side.
Viel zu viel.
Yeah, so it does manage to get round in behind. But maybe it's just over curled ever so slightly, so Sarah McManus will be able to come down at just a quiet weight, push the yellow through. So how's this one looking for line? Passes the guard by quite a bit.
Still catches it on the nose, so shows how much the other one did over curl on her. Annalena looking to follow this rock down and hopefully try and get a hit and flop underneath the guard.
Yeah, great shot.
Might have just popped out.
It's changed the ice though. Forced her to come down the centre line and play the in turn. It's a little bit different.
Take a look at the seconds. Got Sarah McManus throwing at 88. And we've got Annalena at 70. So a little bit of a difference there at the third position.
Yeah, just needing to push this one through and roll away. That's a real nice shot. So you see the comparisons at skip. Again, just the draws for Daniela Jentsch and our German side not where they need to be today.
Yeah, the ice seems to carry quite nicely, so you can definitely throw these draws to your sweepers. But a lot of the time we're just having the extra weight and they're just carrying too far.
Sticks that one on the nose. And a bit of a disaster. If Anna Hasselberg could ever hit Roland behind the guard. The way Danielle has been throwing the draws, you've got to think a steal might be on the cards.
And this is kind of what we came back to, or coming back to what we said last end. Putting so much pressure in this 8th end to take 2, and it's not looking so good here unless Anna happens to flash this rock, but putting all your cards on the table, and doesn't look like it's gonna work out.
10 mot lite lösare då. Ja. Säker 10! 10! Wow! Försiktigt! Wow! 9!
So last shot for Anna here in the 8th end.
Yeah, it doesn't quite make the roll, but if they force, I'm sure they'll be happy.
I would be.
Yeah, so final stone here in the 8th end. Germany looking for a nose hit. Try and pick up the single.
It was snow sitting, so anyway. No worries.
Okay, so bit of fair sportsmanship there from Anna Hasselberg.
Yeah.
So 8-4.
Just a few short years ago, Las Vegas first emerged on the world's curling radar. Today, it's the world's curling hotbed, with 2 Continental Cups already in the attendance record books, a 3rd one ready to rock this coming January, and the biggest one of all, the World Men's Championship, coming in 2018. For complete details, visit LasVegasCurling.rocks.
You gotta be there. Las Vegas rocks.
So 4-3, Sweden lead Germany into the 9th, and this time it's Germany to get us underway. Pia-Lisa Schuell, the lead, will look to try and throw something short.
Germany's really going to need to rally now, try and get a steal and a steal. Might be a little hard against the Swedish team. Very experienced in their hitting game. They're absolutely dynamite.
So draw on the open side. So Switzerland, Italy. And Switzerland leading that one 4-2. Federica Apollonio trying to run this yellow back. Oh, great shot. Sticks the shooter as well. And they tie the game now at 4-4 after 8 ends.
What a great shot. So now Sofia looking to throw the tick here. Oh, just misses the first and then the second. Girl saying nice try.
Yeah, Sweden wanting that 4-foot area wide open.
Wenn ihr könnt, Linie. 4, 5. Ja, dann Linie. Alles Linie. Ja. Alles Linie. 5, 6. Alles Linie, der kommt quer, auf geht's. Alles Linie. Alles Linie.
Oh, not sure it'll make it by.
Sneaks past it.
Great brush. Did not think that was getting by those stones. There's another look. Just squeaks it by. Pushing it to the back 4, but it's no matter because Sweden's going to be looking at double peeling these anyway. Oh,
that's a tough break, really. An inch either way, you probably would have spilled both guards.
Don't you hate when that happens? Stuff.
Germany with a chance to at least get something going here in 9.
Ja, so weiter geht's. Der bringt sonst nichts mehr, der überquert komplett. 6. Oh, go. Gut. Wunderbar.
Yeah, finds a good spot though.
Skicka den ner mot fot, eller? Nästan så, va?
So Czech Republic, Russia, tight game over in sheet 8. And it looks like Russia sitting 1. Back of the 4-foot. Kubaskova for Czech Republic having to play a draw. Sweeper's going pretty hard at this one. All 3 of them in there. Out with the persuader. One nicely does it. Onto the button. And they now lead 5-4 after 8 ends.
Great sweeping job.
So Agnes Knockenhart trying to spray both guards off. Sticks the second one.
But On the plus side with that, she did leave her own red stone really, really close to the house, so a really short run back is possible.
Yeah, so on with another guard. It's fairly long. I still think you're going to have to play the slash on it.
I think you make your move with the red. That top guard is so high. So the girl's opting to throw the double peel here.
Very close. Only gets the single. Germany sitting 2 in the forefoot. Sweden just needing one real good shot to try and turn this end around. So do you think there's enough there to come around and maybe make a play in the top yellow? But well, we're waiting to see what they've decided. We'll take a look at Madeline DuPont in for Lena Nielsen at skip for Denmark. They lead 6-5 after leading 6-0 after 3 ends. Norway getting themselves back into it. Sneaks past the top yellow. And they would pick up 3. So now 9-5 leaders over Norway.
Yeah, extending their lead again, pulling them ahead. Sometimes it can be hard when you're up so early in the game to keep your focus and stay with it, because 10 ends is a long time. There's a lot of game left. When you're up 6-0 after 3. Daniela just looking to replace and throw another guard here. It's got a curl though.
This one isn't moving enough. And you'll definitely be able to play a double on them yellows now. Just got to watch so the top yellow doesn't spring across onto the back red.
Spela mjukare, tänker jag. Fast det är lättare att skicka den nu. Har vi en till time?
They've already called their timeout.
Har vi inte en till time? Det rullar fortfarande.
Yeah, so a bit of confusion there. She's already had the timeout in the 4th end.
I think perhaps they thought they had 2 timeouts a game.
When it was playing time, you certainly used to get 2 timeouts, but now we're on thinking time.
Maria staying put on the bench, watching from afar, hoping they come to the right decision.
It's definitely there, I think. Going after the top yellow on the nose. Even if you do stick the yellow out wide, it's not really that difficult to outdraw it. So what's her thinking here, Alison?
Well, which handle? We throw in the double peel here, or are we coming across the face?
I think we're coming across the face.
Mm-hmm.
Going hard on this one.
Oh.
Miss everything. And now Sweden are in a whole lot of trouble. I do think that was the wrong call, Alison.
I could see her thought, and if you hit the open one and you miss the back one and they draw around, then you're looking at a pile of trouble if they get one on the top forefoot there around the guard. But you needed to make sure that you got at least one of those guards gone, because now you're just in a pile of trouble. Really choked off the front, and she's going to have a really tough shot for one now.
Yeah, I think even if you made the double, it was only going to be against one, so you're going to be tied coming home. So I think the shot would be to play the double on the yellows. Just hitting this back red. I think I might have just fired another one round in behind.
Throw the in turn, or
Yep.
the out turn, sorry. I'd have to agree with you on that.
Sie motivieren zum Reinwischen, weil der wäre schon noch gegangen. Ja. Ein bisschen verhalten. Se till att den är på T-line. Ja. Bra fart här, va? Ja, det är det.
Yeah, so
Sweeper's just letting Anna know that the weight's still good out here.
it's a tricky line. And as we've seen, draws from both teams have not been good.
Well, here we go. Last stone here in the ninth end. Sweden looking for the button for 1 point.
You're going to have to go hard for line. Have they got to pass the top one? Oh, that's a great scrub.
Oh.
Feel the burn
Wow.
all the way down.
Wow. What a great scrub.
Sofia Marberg's really working hard on that one. That's so tight.
Jättebra spelarna. Det är bra eller? Jag tror den är gul. Bra spel.
Sweden thinking that it's yellow actually. But nonetheless letting Anna know that it was a really, really great shot, and They needed her for that.
I think Sofia Marberg is happy that it's a measure so she can get some time to recover.
So here we go. Measure for one.
So let's see. It does look like possibly the yellow. Are they just going to check it?
I'm not sure she got a good read on it. So just going to adjust it, take another measure.
So the dial just goes past 3. And just to 1 there, so it is the yellow.
What a great try. That was phenomenal sweep, phenomenal throw.
Yeah, so all tied as we go into the 10th end. So 10th end of the match between Sweden and Germany. Commentary provided by myself, Ken Edwards, and Alison Kreveshuk.
Germany is going to need to go hard for the steal. Again.
Yeah, they managed to get the steal last end, so there's no reason why they can't do it here in 10.
Sweden looking for a tick here. Great shot. Perfect. Pia-Lisa looking to replace the guard.
So, sheet C, Switzerland, Italy all tied at 4. And Pina Felcher had a chance to maybe pick up 4 or 5. Just can't manage to shake the Italians off. How's this one looking? Oh, catches it sweet. And picks up 4 and doubles the advantage now to 8-4 after 9 ends. So, Germany with a chance to get around the centre guard.
Yeah, so since the guard's kind of right smack in the middle, electing not to throw the double guard and just go straight around, try and get a good one in here.
So don't quite manage to get in behind, so it won't pose any difficulty. So off for the guard, but we are going to jump back to sheet A once again. Czech Republic leading Russia 5-4. And Victoria Musayeva, the skip for Russia. Doing well here at the championships. How's this one? Looking to nudge this one back. 2 or 3. Just didn't swing enough. So it was the only single, and that one's all tied after 9 ends. Big opportunity missed by Russia there.
Yeah, huge opportunity. Difference between being up and having to steal in that last end. Back on our sheet, we had Agnes threw a nose double on their 2 yellow stones. Still leaves the center guard though. Germany looking to draw around and just comes a little bit deep, but wanted to try and bury a piece so it wasn't open again, but
yeah, there we see the results so far for all the other games. One game already finished, Scotland winning 10-4 over Finland. All the other games very, very tight.
So now Germany's looking to replace the guard, preferably bring it a little bit tighter than the one that they had before.
They're going hard on this one. So electing to play the end tongue. Might get a bit of luck and push the red down in. I think that's maybe what they're looking for. Got it full on the face. And one game has finished, and Switzerland run out winners over Italy 8-4. So a win for the current world champions, Lina Felcher. I think you might see them, yeah, make a play on this one. If you're going to play this shot, I think the key is you've got to keep it in the forefoot. Just hit and check ever so slightly to the right on the open side.
This one looks like it's running. Had so many on this side really hang and That's just not going to cut it. Another opportunity for Germany to get one in a better place here.
Yeah, the other option would have been possibly the half stone double on the yellows high and then try and roll the shooter in to the 12 foot. The benefit of having another shot rock in the house is you can play maybe a peel on the one that's in behind the guard later in the end.
Yeah, a no pressure, must stick in the rings type shot. Daniela Jentsch, only 54% on 7 draws so far, so she's having a rough go. See if she can get a good one in here. No. I think got about edge on edge there.
Yeah, it's wide open. So I think we'll just see Anna hit and check to the edge of the 4 foot. Don't really want to go in behind.
Yeah.
Det kommer ligga precis på T-line.
Jag tänkte om man har tappen då. Ja, det var det jag också tänkte. Kanske bara vicken ut av en öppen sten.
Run the risk of hitting the nose here. It'd make it a lot easier to try and get in behind. Just play a down hack weight, maybe a back ring, just hit and check in.
Yeah, I think the girls have changed their mind. Oh. Sarah likes going in. I'm with you though. I think I'd rather roll out a little bit. Yep. Force her to make the draw again. And like you said, if there's a piece open, you can just whack it away. Anna Hasselborg, 81% on 13 hits this game.
Yeah, so it makes the nose hit. It has sat top of the tee, so. Do you play the tap or do you play the hit and roll?
It's like we said before, it seems to be really running there. So I would be tempted to throw a really low weight at this, like a back 4 type thing, and just making sure that you've got that roll under.
Mir ist es egal, also ich fand eigentlich die Drawlänge okay, aber ich weiß halt nicht, wenn ich jetzt schneller spiele, wie viel mehr er kommt. Oder halt wie viel. Weil wir jetzt nicht viel Risk haben. Wenn ich jetzt einen Ticken länger spiele, weiß ich, ob er das dann macht, das Finish. Dass er wirklich so, weil der muss den ja schon da rausdrücken, weißt, dass er sicher besser ist. Mit dem du dich wohler fühlst. Was denkst du? Kann man noch ein Timeout nehmen? Ja. Time? Einfach mal Stilles haben. Ja.
Yeah, so they're going to call a timeout.
Also entweder so mit Heck halt raus. Nee, Heck auf gar keinen Fall. Wenn dann Bumper, der muss ja sicher aus dem Haus gehen. Raus. Aber wenn ihr sagt, wir haben keine Luft, weißt, oder fast keine. Ja, das reicht aber nicht zum Rollen.
And Thomas leaps, makes his way down onto the ice.
Damit er wirklich, ich denke, weißt du, wenn wir den nur tappen, sie muss ihn dann nur rauspielen oder rauszwicken. Da kriege ich ihn halt nicht aus dem Haus mit Backline.
Aber brauchst du ja nicht, wenn du perfekt dahinter liegst. Mit Bumper könnte es schon gehen, glaube ich, dass er rausgeht und wir wirklich noch das Minimal machen. Weil
aber du brauchst da nicht aus dem Haus.
Ja, am Schluss machst du schon noch.
Ich weiß halt jetzt nur nicht, was vom Eis her, weil der ist ja jetzt wirklich gar nicht gecurlt. Wenn ich jetzt noch einen Ticken schneller komme, was? Ja, das ist, aber ist die Frage eben vom Eis her, weil ich hatte halt jetzt hier und der kam ja fast gar nicht. Wenn ich jetzt wirklich Backline spielen sollte, logischerweise wäre das, aber ich glaube, das ist zu viel.
Nee, ich würde auch, wenn dann auf Bumper, kann man da besser rausrechnen vom Fluss her oder so.
Also Bumper würde ich sagen so. Mach doch das. Weil die Frage, ob Bumper zu schnell ist. Soll ich dann so ein Heck?
Okay, Heck.
So ein. Ja, ja, klar, logisch.
Okay, ist gut. Heck
Komm,
ist gut.
probier mal.
Ja.
Ja, okay.
Ja, eben.
Ja, so, dass man sicher innen trifft.
Yeah, so I think they've elected to play hack weight at this, just to, I think that's more what they were talking about, what weight are they going to, they knew they had to move it, that's what weight were they going to have to play. So Sweden red, Germany yellow. One thing for sure, you've got to make this.
Yeah, the most important thing is obviously to lie shot and go underneath. You don't need to hit that red rock out of the rings. Just as long as you're underneath and covered. You need to go hard for the steal. Last shot for Team Germany.
Yeah, got a sit shot with this one. How's it looking for the line? Looks pretty good. Doesn't manage to get inside, but takes the red away. So hit and stick for the game.
Yeah, the girls were trying really hard to get that extra curl. They were trying with the directional sweep.
So do you think we'll be closing the game out here in 10, or do you think there's an extra end in the cards?
Ooh, hard to say. I think she's going to make it. She's thrown down here a lot.
So,
sounds good.
Yeah, it does. Perfect from Anna Hasselberg. Picks up the single point here in 10 to run out eventual winners 5-4 over Germany.
That was a battle.
Yeah, sure was. Some mistakes from both sides, mainly withdrawing. I'm not sure if they struggled with ice or not, but here we see Czech Republic, also winners, 6-5 over Russia. Sixth end of Germany versus Sweden. Anna Hasselberg with her last rock. Chance to pick up two. Drives this one right down. Pushes the yellow through. It hangs around, and they took a two-shot lead. Ninth end. Sweden leading by 1. Anna Hasselberg forced to draw the button. Troopers went coast to coast on this one. Knocking her, and Maberg's done all they could. But after a measure, it was the yellow. And it was tied 4-4 as we headed to the 10th. And it was the skip, Anna Hasselberg, with a chance to pick up another W here at the European Championships. And that's exactly what she done. Hits the yellow through and picked up the win. 5-4 over Germany.
Thank you. Good luck. Thank you. Well played. Thank you. Well. Good luck. Thank you. Thank you. Good luck.
Elsewhere, as we've seen, Czech Republic beating Russia. Switzerland 8-4 winners over Italy. Denmark, a laboured performance against Norway. 9-7 winners. And earlier, Scotland defeating Finland 10-4. So the standings, Scotland lead 4-0. A host of teams on 3-1, Czech Republic, Denmark and Sweden. So Italy, Russia, Switzerland, still not out of it yet. But you've got to think Finland, Italy and Norway will struggle to make the playoffs now.
Congratulations, Anna. How happy are you to get your third win of the week?
Really thrilled to pull that win out because we struggled a bit and then we came back strong and we made the shots that we have to do to win.
Was there any added pressure on the game with both teams sitting on 2 wins and 1 loss?
A little bit. This is a huge break to go to 3-1 or the opposite. So yeah, it was a little bit more pressure, I think, and it's a good game to win.
And it was extremely tight throughout. What swung it in your favour in the end?
I think the deuce in the 6th end, and yeah, that we are really good under pressure. I hope so. we made the last shot to win as a team, so I think that was good.
Thanks very much.
Thank you.
So winning skip Anna Hasselberg, delighted with the team's performance there as they move on to 3 wins and only 1 defeat here in the round robin. So from Alison and myself, Kenny, that's it from Braehead Arena. Please join us later for some more action from the European Curling Championships.